friend Bill and I are ahead of Carolyn, Mom, and Kristen. And we're heading out towards Buellton and then Solvang. That's sort of southeast from the base. And all I'm doing here is trying to get a picture of the countryside.
Coming up on the winery up there called Babcock Winery.
Is it on the left or right?
It's on the left. You can't really see it. I'm just telling you not so much to get it on film, just telling you there's a winery out here.
Yeah, we're in wine country, I guess.
That's not too clear. I could wash my windows off a second.
No, that's all right.
It's out there, that tallest one.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with Vandenberg as far as being a military property, but way up on the top of that, they have radar tracking sites that provide telemetry for these rockets or missiles that we send off out here.
Oh.
So they have destruct commanding functions up there where they have little transmitters that will transmit a destruct message to a missile that's going off course, or if an anomaly develops, they can transmit a destruct message. The thing will blow up. They don't have explosives on them. What a destruct package is, they have a magnesium wire that goes up the side of the missile, and they have a little battery, and it activates a little squid, and that magnesium wire burns a hole through the whole length of the missile, not the skin of the missile, the whole length of it, and all the fuel expends out that cracker, and it just blows itself up, but there's no bomb on it or anything like that to blow it up. Way out in the distance there.
Can you get on this green?
These mountains in front of us and all around us, as you see here, are the beginnings of the home of the California condor. Not so much the one right in front of us, but the ones out here to the left when we get around this turn here. They get up to about 10,000, 12,000 feet and above sea level. That's where this endangered California condor lives. I guess they said there's only about 20 left in existence, and they're trying real hard to get them to reproduce in captivity. But the farther east you go, the higher the mountains get, the more rocky they are, and that's where they hang out and live.
Now we are in Buellton.
This is Buellton. Small village.
There is a restaurant on the left up here, if you're going to take a picture of one of the most famous restaurants in the world called Pea Soup Anderson's. You can be up in San Francisco and it'll say only 472 miles to Pea Soup Anderson's, and next time you'll be down in Salinas and it'll say only 300 miles to Pea Soup Anderson's.
Which direction you gonna head, Bill?
Down this way.
Hey, I was supposed to. Okay.
All right. What's the matter? Oh, your bum's cold. You see the architecture of these buildings are all like this. Take a walk and look in this courtyard. There's all kinds of shops here. Go ahead. Oh, okay.
Let me catch up with them. The crew.
Wait, you didn't see anything you liked?
Sí, sí, sí.
I'd like it if I threw you down there.
Oh, did you get it? Because she got mine too. Well, why don't you take the picture?
I never know.
Get the camera. Number 3 now. Okay, go. Go do the boats now?
Can I go play on the boat?
There you go. Now turn around where you want to go.
Whoa! I'm gonna bump into this.
Back them up.
Which one do you want left?
I don't know.
Forward again.
Which one is it?
Okay, go forward.
Here I come.
Want to go forward? Well, why don't you? You got to figure out which way you're going.
Bump
Back
into
or
me.
up front? That's back. Going
Bump
back
into
or-
me.
Huh?
Oh, you're going on this circle.
See over here?
Put some more quarters in.
I've got.
Come here, I want to show you something. Come here. Come here. No, come here. I'll show you
Which boat is yours, Brandon? What boat is yours? Brandon's boat number 5, straight into the wall.
There's my boat. It's just right there. It's number 5, right over there. Yeah, look here. See, check. There's number 7.
Hey, Chris. Smile.
What's this, Pop?
Oh, in the water. Oh, don't throw her in the water. Oh, no, don't throw her in the water.
We're going to show you how to sample for texture so you don't have to take home somebody else's mistake. You can find out right away initially whether it's crystallized. I'm going to tell you this, and it may not make any sense to you, but flavor doesn't mean anything initially. It doesn't make sense, but if it crystallizes, it doesn't matter what the flavor is. It's a mistake. So don't worry about flavor. Worry more about the texture of it. We're going to show you how to sample for the texture if you'd like to watch how we make the fudge. Is this the way you make your fudge at home? Not like this? Come on. You can tell me. Now, if we were going to be making a chocolate fudge, and we made 5 already today, we made a macadamia nut, a turtle, and a pecan, and this is Bailey's Irish Cream. We make a lot of different ones. I would add chocolate right now. The chocolate we use is called Guittard Chocolates. Anybody familiar with that company? G-U-I-T-T-A-R-D. They've been in production 121 years here in California, Burlingame, California. They produce the finest chocolates in the United States. The reason you don't know anything about them, I mean, you think you probably should know the finest producer of chocolate. They don't advertise. They don't make candy bars and boxes of chocolate. The companies you know, those are the ones we're talking about, the 70% of the chocolates that are artificial. They have the preservatives, the artificial ingredients. When we make chocolate in the United States, it's in quantity. The Europeans make the finest chocolates because they do it for the quality. That's the difference between us and chocolates produced in Europe. Guittard chocolate on a par with the European chocolate. It's the finest produced chocolate in this country. Now we're going to blend these ingredients and get it cooled down very quickly. And we'll get into the samples. I do have to add a handful of pecans to this one. We're going to make a maple pecan fudge.
What are those ingredients you're looking
Okay, right now this big mass again is the base. Sugar, glucose, evaporated milk, butter. From that, we can make 30, 40 different fudges. That one there started out just like this one here. The white, our version of marshmallow cream, we call it Mazzetta. No preservatives, no artificial ingredients, we make it ourselves. Vanilla, a little vanilla with a maple added to it, and then that liquid invertase, that inverted sugar. That's what we've got right now. Now this marble stone, if you were wondering the purpose of using a marble, it is the preferred stone in the production of chocolates, especially volumes of chocolates, larger amounts. At home you don't need marble necessarily, it sure would be nice. The beauty of the marble is in the mass. This stone weighs a little over 1,000 pounds. It came from a place called Jasper, Georgia. Tate Mountain Estates, actually, is where it's from, Jasper, Georgia. The only other place you'll find marble similar to this is in St. Johnsbury, Vermont. The beauty of the marble is that it does not absorb and retain heat. What it will do is take the heat as we apply it to the working surface, draw the heat very quickly, dissipates that heat, draws that heat to the base of the stone, the heat then escapes out the bottom. So the working surface where we would put anywhere from 2,000 to 3,000 degrees of heat every day on a stone, is drawn to the base of the stone. The working surface is going to remain below the temperature in this room. Again, regardless of how many times we cook on a stone. Not every working surface will do that. That's why marble is considered the preferred way of doing it. The other surface that you will find some places using would be a stainless steel top.
It's called Gold Fantasy. That's the place that has those coins.
Oh. And it's 10 after 3. And we're just starting the Minnesota thing.
He's driving through town. We'll go out to, I'm going to show him, let you get a picture of the Southern Mission here.
What's the name of this, Bill?
Santa Ynez.
Santa Ynez. There's 21 of these missions strung up and down the California coast. They're separated by 1 day's horseback ride. That means you could ride from one mission to another in 1 day on a horse. And they stretch from San Diego
North of San Francisco.
north of San Francisco.
Right here at Santa Ynez Mission. Try to give you a better view of this. The difference between this mission and the one that we were at is this one actually has church services. The other one did not. Swing around here. There you can see the sign. That's a pretty big cactus growing behind there. I never really noticed that before, but this is Santa Ynez Mission. Actually serves church. They have priests, Roman Catholic priests that work here. This one's rebuilt and it's a little bit newer. Way down the end there's a place I'll show you. Has the old mission stuff. I'm gonna go over here and take a little panoramic view of everything. Hold on. This is really so pretty out here. There's crickets. It's about 3:15 in the afternoon. There's crickets out here. Some nice hills out in the valley. And there's buzzards flying. Have you ever seen buzzards on TV? They're on the cowboy movies when they circle dead animals. I don't know if that's true or not, but they sure look like they're circling something. They're called just California buzzards. But this is so pretty out here. I'm really gonna miss it when I leave. Let me show you some of this view. I mean, look at some of these mountain peaks out on the hills out here. Well, that's a long distance away, but that's still pretty. That is still pretty countryside. Truth be known, I don't want to leave Vandenberg. If it wasn't for progressing in my military career, I would fight to stay here for the rest of my life. To me, it's just too pretty to leave. Look at those hills. Yeah, I'll go back over with the family. Back to the mission. Big Bill. When we get a picture of this thing here?
Yeah, right over this side.
This is what the original mission was built of.
These missions are all located on the same ground. They just about just built, but they're mostly been reconstructed, huh?
Yep.
That's about 1770, 1780. That would make it the
You gotta see this old painting. This is what this is right here, though. Chrissy, it says don't go in there. No, it says do not go in there. It's one of the original paintings over in this church. 200 years old. Go into the chapel. So, as I said, this church is active. Sure. There goes Kristen down the hallway. Kristen, come on. I've never been thrown out of a church before, so I better go.
coming out of Soul Bank.
Twitchy coconut.
By the way, these are the shelves that Bill and I put up the first year he was here. And on the other side,
Mama, I want you to come see Mama's baby when we put these packages in.
Okay.
and that's their new freezer back in the back of the garage. This is their Honda. Probably saw that somewhere during the trip. Back into the car. And we're heading into the house. Bill and I and Brandon are going to catch ball for a little bit. This is about 10 after 4. We got to get packing. Tomorrow morning we're getting up at 5 and leaving for LA and back home.
writing letters.
Which one's that one?
This one's to Josh and Ty.
This
Then
one's-
make another one
This
to
one's to.
Grandma Koshin?
yeah.
Oh, that's it. Is that her name, man?
Yeah.
You gotta make one to
I
Grandma Sophie.
forgot this
Yeah.
one
And
is
wish her a
for.
happy 80th birthday.
Very good.
I forgot this one is for Tyler.
Okay.
Or tomorrow.
Oh, can we call him
Pat,
up?
I forgot this one is for Tyler.
This is my card.
Those are pretty. What are you gonna write? Which one? What are you gonna make for Grandma Sophie?
Well, I'm gonna make a heart on it.
Because it's her birthday.
A heart.
Can you make one now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you get me
I
on the
know
bottom shelf? There's some letters.
I need some envelopes. I
Okay.
need an envelope.
You want one too? Okay. Well,
What do you want here, mister?
hey, what's that say on there?
This?
No, on that one
And
there.
this one? Aunt Carol.
Aunt Carol.
She forgot her name too.
Okay. So this one's for Grandma Sophie on her 80th birthday?
Yep.
This
When
one.
is her birthday?
19th.
This is for
This
Dean.
is, tomorrow's the 17th, huh?
Here's the one for Dean.
18th.
So
18th.
I think it's the 18th.
Tomorrow's the 17th. Today's the 16th. Her birthday's on Thursday.
You can call Grandma Sophie on the 18th.
Well, you
Her
won't be
birthday
here.
must be the 18th.
You
It
won't
is the
Wednesday.
18th, yeah. No, but it's her birthday. And she's gonna be the big 80. And you know what Pappy's gonna be this year?
What?
The big 60.
Oh!
Oh.
What's Grammy gonna do this?
29 again.
29.
No,
Grandma's
39.
39.
Oh, then she's not so far from
Hey,
my
tell
dad.
tell Grammy what Pappy said when we were coming through the gate.
What was it?
Remember with that gate guard?
Oh, no.
What did Pappy say?
No.
Pappy said there's a female gate guard. Pappy said the gate guard looked real cute. What'd you say, Shannon?
No.
Come on.
I said stop going on younger women.
He says, Pappy, you need to stop going for younger women.
First it was Robin.
No, I don't know. All I said was that, Pappy, stop
Keep
going
me
on
out of
younger
trouble,
women.
Brandon. Keep me out of trouble.
I said if I tell Grandma that, soon I'm gonna be without a head. Stick me on a crossbar, and soon she'll get a chainsaw, and they'll be in
take
no
me to
more.
the wall.
If this is torture, take me to the wall.
This is torture.
Oh, that's nice,
Take
Brandon.
me to the wall.
And when you open it up, that's what it looks like. No, I'm gonna make another. The rest.
This is torture. Take me.
And ribs for supper. You throw them in a fire.
You burn the hell out of
You burn the hell out of them. There they go.
Did he burn the meat?
And you leave them in there for 3.5 hours.
And I'd like to see Willie and Doris come out here too.
Uh-oh. And I'll tell you, if Willie and Doris come out here to see Fanny and his mother, then it's just a short hop up here to see you guys, and we just did it.
Yep.
There ain't nothing to it. And there's good ribs, I'll tell you. Ah, look at them. Well, I'll tell you what those are, Bill. The wild pig. You really think we can eat that stuff?
Oh yeah.
But
The one I killed with my bare hands.
oh, I'll tell you. When I seen that thing go down, and you.
Get one of these things.
Yeah, but when I seen you got them and all that, I said, no, I'll never eat that stuff. But it looks pretty good.
Now you know what? Grandma's gonna look at this. She's gonna say, "Get out! Get out! That's not wild pig."
Grandma Sophie, no, she'll believe
Get
you.
out.
Well, I'll tell you, they say you have to cook it good because the grease is like cement.
Look up. I want to tell Grandma Sophie have a happy 80th birthday. Wish we were there.
Did you hear that, Grandma? Okay. Grandma,
Have a happy
Come and-
birthday, Grandma.
I'll come and dance at your 100.
oh wait, somebody else wants to say something to you, Grandma.
Happy birthday, Grandma. Happy birthday, Danny. I
Okay.
hope we can come out and see you soon. Me too. Because if this is daughter, they need to go wild.
Okay, great. And back to the pig ribs. Smoked pig ribs. A lot of smoke. A lot of smoke. Hey, Bill, can you hear the coyotes out here at night? It's a shame they can't. Let me get outside here. Maybe they can hear. Maybe they can hear a coyote out here. It's a clear night.
It's too windy.
Too windy.
Too breezy, but they're on here. Take them. When you're done.
You may not be able to hear, but oh, we hear him. We hear him clear. We hear him clear, but you probably don't. The wind's. They're all around the base, on the base. Now listen real close. But the
They have
wind's.
wolves out here too.
Wolves.
Want to hear a wolf?
Oh, that's a wolf across the street. Yeah, that's one that was flirting with Grammy. Well, I'm sorry. You can't see anything here. It's just sound. There are coyotes out here, but you probably never heard them. Okay.
Let me see if I can
Talk
take a
to you
picture of
later.
that. Let me see if I can. This comes in. This is a picture of the moon. I don't think it's going to come in too clear. Where am I? There we are. Here comes the star back into view. Not too clear. Too bad. We tried, but we couldn't do it. This is bedtime.
Brandon wants to buy his off. Brandon, what did you do with those dirty clothes? Put it in your bag.
That's the daddy bag.
Okay, go ahead and put them in your bag. I'll get them out. Oh my.
How much it hurt?
You're making too
Good
much
shot
noise.
right there.
You're gonna hurt your foot again going around those chairs and the bedpost.
How about let's get in the bed?
Huh? Can you get a picture of the?
Brandon, put your clothes in there.
There goes the pants.
Excuse me.
Get a picture of the shark. Oh, help me, help me, help me.
Out of the way, Chris.
This is torture.
Okay, bedtime. Story time. Story time. Hurry up, Brandon. Story time.
I know.
Wait, pull down these covers.
Oh, pull down the covers.
Who done covered?
All right.
What's under here? I got my spread under.
You want to hear the nail story?
Yeah.
You haven't heard that all year, huh?
Say,
The
Mom,
original one?
Here.
are these dead socks?
Yeah. Not the
The
first.
ri- Huh?
Not the first one. Is there any new one?
Or do you want to hear? Get in here. Girl, get in here. Come on, buddy.
I gotta feed the fish. They can't starve.
Excuse me.
You fed them today.
Yeah, but I need to feed them again.
What's your name?
What would you rather have? Dead fish or live ones?
Oh.
Silly piano kid.
Can I have my kiss?
What kind of fish would you like?
Kristen sleeps on the floor because Pappy and Grammy have her bed. Hurry up, Brandon. It's time for bed.
Come on, hurry up. Time for bed.
Wait.
Good night,
Kiss,
little
Chrissy.
stink bombs.
Sleep tight.
You sleep tight in
Don't let the
there.
bed bug bite.
Don't let the bed bug
Okay.
you. This is soldier. Send me to the wall. Hey, Daddy.
I'm gonna
Dad.
miss you too, Brand.
Hey, Daddy.
Yeah, but
Yes,
we're
I
gonna see
hear
you
you.
soon.
We've
We'll
heard that
see you
all
soon.
night.
I know.
Brandon,
I'm so tired.
leave your aquarium light on so there's a little bit of light in here so I can hear.
If this is soldier, send me to the wall. If this is
Come on,
soldier,
you guys want to hear a
send me to the
story or don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, this is a new one.
A little bit. Okay.
Is it scary? Scary cat? Is it scary?
No, this is a story about the Sandman. You know what the Sandman's all about?
Yeah.
No,
See a
you
real
don't.
clean room.
No.
Carolyn's been doing some stuff in this room.
I wonder, that's why his closet looks so neat, because he's got all his stuff in drawers. Well, don't take a picture
A
of
lot of
this.
people don't realize.
Come on, I'm cleaning out my drawers. He's taking a picture of me cleaning out my drawers. Go away.
Let me see your drawers.
This
Not those
is my
drawers.
DJ drawer.
That's not the drawers I'm talking about.
Oh, which one would you like to see? My tigers?
No, that's not.
My zebras?
That's. I gotta focus in on one. That's embarrassing.
You asked for it, you got it, Toyota.
Okay, now what does the Sandman
Why are you doing this? Would you please turn that?
Everyone will go to sleep.
Would you please turn that off?
Want to throw something at me?
That's something good. Can't throw that at you.
I'm not
You
doing
better
it.
look out because it's coming after you.
That smallest little
Oh, crap.
particles
Oh,
of sand. And he puts the sand in the bag. And then when all the kids are
Good night,
laying
everybody.
down in bed trying to go to sleep, and they can't go to sleep, the Sandman comes along and he tries.
Oh, he's sick.
I'm really sick.
Oh, gosh. He is really sick.
So sick.
He's just dying. Oh, boy, Bill. That's too much.
I feel better now. Gotta clean up my puke.
He's being really funny. Wait till you see this, guys.
Wait till Carolyn sees
Wait till
this.
Carolyn sees this. She's going to be really upset.
I gotta see how that looks.
This is Carolyn's new lamp right there that she just got. Oops, there's a bag in front of it. Bill, take that bag off. That's Carolyn's new lamp. She arranged the
She's gonna kill me.
living room a little differently. Here's her other lamp. And the couch. And her flowers. And Bill's in trouble.